Okay, welcome to another episode of Cooking in English, but today is a special episode because we are going to call it Quarantining in English. And today for our quarantine food, we will be learning how to bake bread. So first things first, what tools do we need? First, we will need a large bowl, and we will need some measuring cups. We will need some measuring spoons. We will need a tea towel, some bread pans, and of course, our oven. And what about our ingredients? We will need a total of 5 cups of white flour, 2 tablespoons of yeast, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 more cups of warm hot water, and a 1/4 cup of cooking oil. So how about our instructions then? Number 1, we will put 4 cups of the flour, the yeast, the sugar into our large bowl. Number 2, we will pour in hot water and oil and mix until combined. The dough will be sticky. 3, we can add the remaining flour slowly until the dough is no longer sticky. Then we will knead for about 5 minutes until dough is elastic and smooth. Then we will place the dough back into the bowl and cover with a damp tea towel and let it rise until double its size. This will take about half an hour. And when the dough is ready, we will punch it down, divide it into 2 pieces, and we will roll them with our hands just long enough to fit into the bottom of the well-oiled bread pans, and then we will let the dough rise again until it has reached the top of the pan. After that, we will put it in the oven and bake for 40 minutes. And when it is ready, we can take it out and we can rub the bread with water and wrap again with our tea towel to help soften the crust. So we will start by putting our 4 cups of flour in. Our 2 tablespoons of yeast. Our 2 teaspoons of sugar. And our 1 teaspoon of salt. We will start with a preliminary mix. Now we will pour in our hot water and oil and mix until combined. It's kind of messy, but it is sticky. Now we will add the remaining flour slowly until dough is no longer sticky. So let's put in about a 1/4 of this cup. Oops, that was about half. That's okay. Okay, well the dough is no longer sticky, so now we will knead it for about 5 minutes until it becomes elastic and smooth. Now we will place the dough back into the bowl, but we actually didn't take it out of the bowl, we kneaded it in the bowl. And then we will cover with a damp tea towel and let it rise until double its size for about half an hour. Okay, now that we waited half an hour, we can uncover the bowl with our tea towel and punch the dough down. Get all that air out and divide into 2 pieces. We'll just roll the pieces long enough to fill our 2 well-oiled pans. And we will cover again and let it rise until the dough has reached the rim of the pan. And now with the oven preheated at 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius, we can put in our bread to bake for 40 minutes. Okay, now we can take the bread out of the oven. And what we will want to do is flip it onto our tea towel and rub the hot bread with water and wrap it in the tea towel to sweat and soften the crust. Don't forget to like my video and subscribe to my channel, please. And I'll see you for the next episode.